Hi, family. It is African Osoranko back at you again with another video. I hope you are fine, family. I hope you are well. I hope that each and every one of you are blessed by the Most High. We have to get up every day and just thank Him for His goodness and His glory. Family, I'm coming to you with a video that deeply, deeply saddens my heart. Okay? There was a young brother that was murdered, we'll say murdered because that's what it is, that was put to death, named Marcellus Khalifa Williams. Okay? He was put to death in Missouri. Okay? I'm going to get into this story, family, so that we can uh, try to really make it make sense, but I doubt we will be able to. Before I start, I'm going to do the copyright um, disclaimer, okay? Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, commenting, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. And we are teaching about America's uh, ongoing history and attack on black men and against black men. This is what we're teaching about today, okay? All right, family. So it goes on to say, and this is from CNN, as I said, I'm sorry, USA Today. It goes on to say Missouri executed Marcellus Khalifa Williams on Tuesday, September 24th, 1994, 2004, 2024, I'm sorry, family, for the 1998 killing of a former newspaper reporter, despite a prosecutor that was in the case and the family of the victim saying that his life should be spared. Now, they said this, family, because evidence came about that proved that this man was innocent. And I'm going to read on. See, a lot of the media outlets are not, uh, giving this information. They're not telling that this man was killed unjustly. They're just saying he battled to not, get the death penalty. However, he lost the battle for that. Williams, who always maintained his innocence, a claim backed by not only his defense team, but later it was also backed by the prosecutors, is now the third inmate executed in Missouri this year and the 15th in the nation. Okay. And more than undoubtedly, and I did a story, a video, a couple videos back about how many black men have been put to death unjustly in the American justice system. Okay. He was pronounced dead at 6:10 p.m. following the lethal injection, the Missouri Department of Corrections reported. Okay. Tonight, we will bear witness to Missouri's grotesque exercise of state power, his attorney said, Tricia Rojo Bushnell, emphasizing how prosecutors have zealously fought to undo the conviction and to save Mr. Williams' life. Mm-mm-mm. The attorney went on to say that this is a murder, family, which it is. The man, Mr. Williams, was 55, was convicted in the August 11th, 1998 murder of Leisha Gale, a former police reporter for the St. Louis Post-Dispatch, killed during a burglary in the St. Louis suburban home she shared with her physician husband. She was stabbed 43 times with a kitchen knife taken from the couple's home. No DNA ever connected Mr. Williams to the crime scene. In recent months, a prosecutor in the case said the execution should have been called off because there was no evidence, no proof that this man murdered this woman. In fact, from what I read, before that they had evidence that it, in fact, would have exonerated him. Gail's family said that they defined closure as Marcellus being allowed to live and that his execution was unnecessary. Even so, Republican Missouri Governor Mike Parson and the Missouri Supreme Court denied Mr. Williams clemency on Monday. Despite this man being innocent, despite there being evidence to prove that this man was innocent, the Supreme Court of Missouri and the governor refused to give him clemency. And on Tuesday, with less than an hour before the execution, the U.S. Supreme Court declined to stop it, though the court's three liberal judges said they would have granted him a stay. Oh. Whew. Sonia Sotomayor, Elena Kagan, and Ketanji Brown Jackson. It goes on to say, family, that before his death, Mr. Williams was asked if he had any last words. Ahead of the execution, the Corrections Department explained, and that Mr. Williams said, all praise be to Allah in every situation." This was a man of God, okay? I'm not saying the brother didn't have situations or wasn't involved in certain things when he was a younger man, but this crime that he was convicted of, put in jail for all these years, okay, and ultimately executed for, he undoubtedly did not do. Family being said, I all praises go to this brother. May the Most High raise him up in power. This man deserved to be not only given clemency, but the man should have been set free. If they did not have the evidence to convict him, yet they convicted him without the evidence anyway, and then turned around and receiving information and the prosecuting attorneys also being inclined to say that this man should not have been executed, and yet the state executed him anyway. Family, this shows us who and what America is. We have known who and what America is for centuries. It is time for us to move. Some people say they can't leave here, some people won't be able to. But those who can, I say, namaste. Peace be with you. And those who stay to fight, I say, namaste to you as well. But we will have peace once the war is over, because it has come time for Black people to get away from this wickedness that is within the confines of the United States. We have been under a terroristic threat for over 400 years. We have been here under the threat of terrorists. And we are tired. We are tired. I'm so proud of the young Black youth that are trying to find a different way to make it, to get from up under the thumb of this system. I'm so grateful and I am so proud of them. We have to support the youth in that family. We really do. They are showing us how to gather again, as our ancestors did. Because our ancestors gathered together and mobilized and made things happen. It is our time now to also support our youth in that. Okay, family, um, I was very, very hurt when I learned of this young man's death because it should not have occurred. And I know one thing: there's no justice in America for Black people. There is no justice, and there will never be justice. They don't have just in them. They don't. And so they will never give it to us. And so it is time for us to make our own peace and justice. We have to separate, family. It is time to separate from these people, this Wendigo, because that's what it is. They have the thirst for blood and flesh and death. They need it. And it is time for us to remove ourselves from this system. It is, family. Those of us that are learning or know already how to grow food, those of us that are separating from the system, doing our own businesses and restaurants, whatever it is, family, support Black businesses, support Black people. I am not getting on this nonsense with Diddy, okay? Because I believe in my spirit that this is a distraction for Black people. I'm not saying he didn't do whatever he did. I don't know. I wasn't there and I don't want to know either. But what I'm saying is we cannot get on the bandwagon and be distracted by this Wendigo's uh, you know, things that they put out there. We can't. We must keep our eye on the prize. And the prize is to separate from America. Because without separation, it means death for Black America. It means death to remain in this system with our enemy that has been our enemy over 400 years. So, family, we pray for Brother Williams and we ask the Most High to lift him up and to lift his family up and friends that loved him during this time. And Mr. Williams joins our ancestors now who will battle one day on our behalf. Family, many blessings to you. Thank you so much for continuing to come back and watch my videos. Thank you so much for liking the videos, subscribing, and sharing. I really appreciate you. I thank you so much. Blessings to you, family, and be at peace. Thanks so much. Bye bye.